Awaiting takeoff. Aviation industry's hopes from Budget 2024. The Indian aviation sector is on the cusp of transformation. All eyes are on the finance minister. The industry holds its breath, hopeful for growth measures. Can Budget 2024 provide the much-needed impetus? The industry awaits the budget announcements with bated breath. Private airports seeking tax relief and growth incentives. Private airport operators have played a pivotal role in transforming India's aviation landscape. They have brought in global best practices, enhanced passenger experience and boosted capacity. However, they face a challenging tax structure that hampers growth and profitability. In their memorandum to the government, private airport operators have sought rationalization of the tax regime. A key demand is the clarification on the taxation of user development fee. The user development fee is a charge levied by airports to finance infrastructure development. The industry argues that UDF should not be subject to double taxation. Currently, it attracts both GST and corporate tax, increasing the financial burden on airport operators. This, in turn, affects their ability to invest in expansion and modernization projects. The government needs to provide clarity on the tax treatment of UDF. A simplified and transparent tax regime will encourage private investment in airport infrastructure. This will be crucial to meet the projected surge in passenger traffic in the coming years. User development fee. The need for clarity and fairness. The user development fee has been a subject of much debate in the Indian aviation sector. While it is acknowledged as a necessary tool for funding airport infrastructure, its current tax treatment has raised concerns among stakeholders. Private airport operators argue that the levy of both GST and corporate tax on UDF amounts to double taxation. This, they contend, is unfair and creates an unnecessary financial burden. They point out that UDF is ultimately utilized for infrastructure development, which benefits the entire aviation ecosystem. The government needs to address this issue with urgency and provide much-needed clarity. A transparent and unambiguous tax framework for UDF is essential for the healthy growth of the aviation sector. It will encourage private investment in airport infrastructure and ensure that passengers are not unfairly burdened. Moreover, the government should consider introducing a mechanism to ensure that UDF collected is utilized effectively for its intended purpose. Transparency in UDF utilization will enhance stakeholder confidence and ensure accountability. Duty-free allowance. A boost for passengers and revenue. International travelers often look forward to indulging in some duty-free shopping. Currently, Indian passengers returning from abroad are allowed to bring goods worth 50,000 rupees without paying import duty. The aviation industry is proposing an increase in this limit to 100,000 rupees. This move is expected to be a win-win for both passengers and the government. For passengers, it means greater savings and the opportunity to purchase more duty-free items. This is particularly relevant in the context of rising inflation and increasing travel costs. For the government, an increased duty-free allowance translates into higher revenue generation. With more passengers opting to shop at duty-free stores within Indian airports, the government can expect a significant boost to its coffers. Furthermore, an attractive duty-free allowance can enhance the shopping experience at Indian airports, making them more competitive with their global counterparts. This can also contribute to boosting tourism and promoting India as a preferred shopping destination. Section 5. ATF burden. Airlines plea for GST inclusion and cost relief. Aviation turbine fuel, or ATF, constitutes a significant portion of an airline's operating costs. In India, ATF prices have remained stubbornly high, impacting the profitability of airlines. The industry demands ATF under GST to reduce costs and create a uniform tax structure. lower ATF prices will provide relief to airlines and potentially lower airfares for passengers. Section 6. Non-scheduled operations, addressing the import duty hurdle. While commercial airlines dominate the skies, non-scheduled operations play a crucial role in the aviation sector. This segment includes charter flights, air ambulance services, and aerial photography, among others. However, high import duties on aircraft used for non-scheduled operations are hampering their growth. Currently, aircraft imported for non-scheduled operations attract a significant import duty, making it financially unviable for many operators. This is in stark contrast to the zero import duty levied on aircraft imported for commercial airlines. The industry has urged the government to reconsider the import duty structure for non-scheduled operations. Reducing or abolishing this duty will make it easier for operators to acquire modern aircraft, enhancing safety and efficiency. Moreover, a supportive policy environment for non-scheduled operations can create new avenues for growth and employment. It can also improve connectivity to remote areas and provide critical services like air ambulance services to a wider population. Section 7. Component manufacturing. Incentives to soar high. India aspires to become a global hub for aircraft manufacturing. While the country has made strides in aircraft assembly, the manufacturing of aircraft components still lags behind. To boost domestic manufacturing, the industry has sought incentives for aircraft component manufacturers. These incentives could include tax breaks, financial assistance for research and development, and streamlined approval processes. By creating a favorable ecosystem for component manufacturing, India can attract foreign investment and develop indigenous capabilities. Developing a robust aircraft component manufacturing ecosystem will not only reduce dependence on imports, but also create highly skilled jobs. It will also strengthen the country's position in the global aviation supply chain, contributing to economic growth. The government should consider setting up special economic zones dedicated to aircraft component manufacturing. These zones can provide world-class infrastructure and a conducive regulatory environment to attract domestic and international players. Section 8. Drones take flight. Fiscal and policy support for a budding sector. The drone industry in India is witnessing a remarkable surge, with applications ranging from agriculture and surveillance to delivery and filmmaking. This nascent sector holds immense potential for growth and innovation. However, it requires a supportive fiscal and policy framework to truly take flight. The industry has urged the government to provide tax incentives for drone manufacturers and operators. This could include reducing the GST on drones and related equipment, as well as providing tax breaks for investments in drone technology. Furthermore, there is a need for clear regulations and simplified licensing procedures to facilitate the safe and responsible operation of drones. The government should expedite the establishment of a comprehensive drone traffic management system to ensure airspace safety. By fostering a conducive environment for the drone industry, India can position itself as a global leader in this rapidly evolving sector. This will not only create new economic opportunities, but also pave the way for technological advancements with far-reaching benefits. Section 9. Regional connectivity. Fueling growth in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. Connecting Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities remains a challenge. The UDAN scheme has made strides, but more needs to be done. The aviation industry seeks government financial support for regional routes. Developing airport infrastructure in smaller cities is essential. Public-private partnerships can attract investment in regional airports. Improved connectivity will boost tourism, create jobs, and bridge urban-rural gaps. Budget 2024, a defining moment for Indian aviation. The Indian aviation sector stands at a critical juncture. Budget 2024 presents a unique opportunity for growth. The industry's demands are clear tax rationalization, infrastructure development, and policy support. Budget 2024 has the potential to be a game changer for the Indian aviation industry. The nation awaits the finance minister's announcements with anticipation and hope.